Hey vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and it is Monday, September 30th. So that means two things. Number one, it's time for another installment of Vinyl Editions. And number two, as a reminder, today is the last day to get your contest video into my 100 subs contest. End of the stroke of midnight, if the video is not in, you're likely not going to make the contest. So if you're wanting to do the contest, there's a link up here somewhere that you can click, go to the video, watch the contest entry rules and all that stuff, and then please go ahead and upload and submit your video in time. So I thank you all who have already joined the contest. I look forward to anyone who is, like me, a procrastinator and gets in at the last second. So that's coming up. Let's get to Vinyl Editions. All right, welcome back. So a good week this week in Vinyl Editions. I picked up a few used records from a local record shop I visited while having my wife's car getting an oil change. So stopped in there and found a few things I'm really excited about. Also, I have a bunch of releases that came out on Friday and an album that I ordered probably 3 months ago that finally has arrived. So let's get to it. First up, I stopped in at a local record shop called Ramble On Records in Shakopee, Minnesota recently while I was getting my wife's oil change. Since I was in the area, I figured I might as well go check it out and see what they have. A nice little shop there. The people are awesome who work there, the owners, and just really enjoyed my time there. So I found some cool stuff to add to my Dolly Parton collection. So let's start there. The first album I picked up here is Dolly Parton's classic Coat of Many Colors album. Really excited to give this a spin here. It's in really great shape and just adds to my Dolly collection. Real excited about that. Another Dolly to add to my collection is this one here. This one I'm not familiar with, but this is called The Seeker We Used To. Not sure what that name really means, but The Seeker is one of the song's titles, and We Used To is another of the song's titles. So looking forward to giving this a spin and hearing this one as well. Also picked up one of the queens of country here, Tanya Tucker. This is Tanya Tucker's Lovin' and Learnin' album. This was $1.99. I couldn't pass it up. The record seems to be in really good shape. Has some frayed ends here and a little missing chunk here, like almost like a dog bit the corner there, right? Dog ate my homework, dog bit my record, whatever. But looking forward to spinning this. Tanya Tucker, great country artist. And the last one I picked up there, this one I found I was really excited about because the price was just outstanding for this album. This is Rush Fly By Night. And I think the reason people maybe didn't really want to give this one a chance is because on the record itself, there is a pretty good slash that goes all the way across the record itself. But the owner put it on the turntable for me and we listened to it together to make sure everything was good. Everything played fine, no jump skips, nothing like that. So I bought it because this is missing sadly from my Rush collection, and now I've filled that gap. All right. I mentioned last video that I was looking for this band's albums, and I can't remember if I showed this or not. I may have, so if I did, I apologize. But this is the Babies on the Edge. I believe last video I showed I had purchased my Eau Claire collection and I had found the Babies section and accidentally picked up an album by Baby, not the Babies. Totally different listening experience. But I did find this one locally and had to pick it up. So I do have a Babies album finally. All right, so let's get into some of these new releases and things like that that have come in. And we'll start with what everyone probably has picked up, or should anyway. That is the 50th anniversary reissue of this classic Beatles album, Abbey Road. One of their best albums by far. Just an all-around great album. And this is the Giles Martin remix and remaster of this album. I loved what he did with the White Album and the Sgt. Pepper's album, so this should be just absolutely phenomenal. I've listened to side 1 so far, and so far I really dig what I hear. I haven't gotten into side 2. Weekend was incredibly busy for me, and I just wasn't able to do that, but super pumped about this. Excited to add it to my collection and listen to the Giles Martin version. That makes my 3rd version of Abbey Road now on vinyl. This one I'm pumped about. This is Sturgill Simpson's Sound and Fury album. Came out on Friday. Sturgill Simpson is one of my favorite songwriters and country artists. This is not country though. This is a real good hard rock album that he put out, and I've listened again to the first side of this one, and it's absolutely completely different from anything he's ever done, and I absolutely love it, dig it. One thing you know about Sturgill Simpson is he will go out on a limb on everything, and he will try whatever he wants to do. So there's no tying him to a single genre. His first 2 albums were very country. His second one had a very interesting psychedelic country feel to it, I guess. And this one's kind of like a psych rock type album. Just really, really good stuff. And the last of the new releases that I picked up is this one from Steel Panther. A gimmick band by all means, but I think they're hilarious. Really enjoy the music that they play on this, and get a good chuckle out of some of the stuff they do. They're completely 100% over the top on everything they do, but to me it's funny. I enjoy it. You got to get the gimmick. So this is their brand new Heavy Metal Rules album, and it comes on this really, really cool blue splatter vinyl, translucent clear. Really cool. So I'm really looking forward to hearing this. I have not listened to this one yet, but we'll definitely get that on the table. All right, so now let's talk about the album that I ordered 3 months ago, or maybe even more than 3 months ago, and it just took a long time. So Amazon had a very, very good deal on this album come up, but it wasn't in stock, and it said it would ship in 1 to 2 months, or you know how it goes. And some people got theirs within a month. Some people got theirs within 2 months. Mine took a lot longer, and that's fine. For the price I paid, I was definitely willing to wait and add this to my... This is the one album from the Aussie area I'm missing from Black Sabbath. I've seen it so many times in different used record shops, and I just had to tell myself I've got one coming. I've got the deluxe version coming. I can just leave those behind. And so it's really difficult when you see one in there that's in pretty good shape and is a pretty good deal. But what I paid for this is a lot less than what I would have had to pay for a used copy. And this is the deluxe, like I said, version, which they started putting these out, I think, in, I want to say 2016. And so I've got a bunch of their deluxe versions, and they're absolutely fantastic. The extras on here are just really fun. So super excited to give this a spin, because I've been waiting so long to get this Black Sabbath album. All right, 2 more to go here. I filled out one of the missing albums in my Beatles collection. As you can see, I haven't even opened this one yet. This one came yesterday, yeah. And so this is Please Please Me. Technically the first album for the United States. I don't even know anymore. But this is the first one that I remember hearing as a kid. My dad bought this CD. We had Let It Be, but this one I remember listening to a lot in the car. Really great Beatles album. Love it. And so super happy to finally have this in my collection, filling a hole in the catalog that I had. I have a couple more to fill, but slowly but surely we'll do that. And then this one popped up online the other day for really good money. I think this popped on for $18, and with the Kiss Masters seal of approval. I'm talking about my buddy Stacy Nash, who's a massive Kiss fan, says this pressing is absolutely fantastic. I had to just take a chance, because every time I see it in a used record store, it's probably about $16, $17, $18 anyway. So brand new, sealed, Kiss Alive, the original, and the fantastic live album that really kind of set Kiss off on their trajectory that they're on here. Great album, great songs on here. Really looking forward to giving this a spin. From what Stacy says, it sounds absolutely great. So happy to have this in my collection. I've eyed it so many times in the record stores and used bins, but I just didn't like the prices that they were charging for a used copy. of Alive, and I've always let it be. So I think $18 for this double LP on 180 gram audiophile vinyl is probably perfect. So there you have it. That is this week's edition of Vinyl Editions, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as a subscriber. So remember, the contest entry ends tonight, Monday, September 30th. At the end of the day, it's over. I will do a drawing for the winner. I have to figure out how I want to do that yet. But I will do a drawing for the winner later this week. And yeah, I look forward to getting all the entries watched. I think I'm right on top of things. So thank you for entering if you have. Thank you for watching this video. And until next time. Oh, one more thing before I sign off. The soundtrack series, I hope you've enjoyed that series so far. The first 2 installments dropped last week on Wednesday and Friday. The last 2 episodes in that will drop on Tuesday, tomorrow, and Thursday. And that will complete the series of soundtracks. Any additional soundtracks that I get will have to be in a later subsequent video. So we'll do that. We'll do an update as new soundtracks roll in. Nothing has come in yet since I've done the videos, but who knows, I might find a cool soundtrack out there in the wild. So thanks for watching again. Until next time, keep spinning, vinyl friends.